So yesterday I posted a MGTOW video, and I expected a shit fest, which is what I got. I got fucking murdered. I just got fucking murdered by a lot of guys. But it's like I'm trying to take everything positive now. Like I think I learned a lot. Like I learned from my own MGTOW video to never ever say anything negative about MGTOW. Not even, you can't even say something neutral about MGTOW, or else your ass will be on a pike. I just said I don't understand MGTOW. I said I don't get MGTOW. I got shit for that. I got shit for saying I don't get MGTOW. It's fucking crazy out there. So that's number one that I learned. Never say anything even remote, anything non-pro. You have to be pro MGTOW or else you're fucking done. Number two, if you're not malicious yet, I used to think that if you weren't malicious, if you said something not out of malice, that you wouldn't receive malice. That's what I used to believe. But apparently I was wrong. You could say stuff like out of maybe even kindness. You could say stuff out of neutrality. You could say stuff without emotion, and you will get a fucking ton of malice back at you. So I was totally wrong about that. That totally changed my whole philosophy on that. Number three, yeah, I actually took this in stride. You have to take risks and take heat. I mean, my other videos, and in this time in my life, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to get my balls bigger, I'm trying to get courage and bravery so that I could do more in life. You know, I could just anything that I'm afraid of in life, I won't be afraid of. I want to be able to not be afraid of stuff. So I think I kind of needed this. I needed a lot of fucking heat. I needed a lot of heat and a lot of hate, because you have to be willing and ready to take hate. You got to be okay with taking hate, especially from the internet. I mean, the internet's been a shit fest since the dawn of the internet, but you got to be willing to fucking take heat so that you get tougher. This way, the next thing you don't mind. Like I want to do. I use these videos as a like a diary, a daily video diary, because I want to practice talking in front of a mic. I used to do stand up, but I would love to do it. I get nervous. I would love to do stand up without getting nervous. That's why I kind of do these videos, just to get used to talking and free balling and talking on a mic and having the potential, the chance that some people may be listening to you. And also to learn how to filter my words. And also to learn what people like and don't like. And they definitely don't like you fucking talking shit about MGTOW, at least on YouTube. Most of the audience is male. But yeah, you do have to take heat. So I kind of like that I got a lot of heat. Yeah, number four. This I needed. I learned to take it easier on females and feminism, which is weird that I learned that in the MGTOW video. But after like seeing the vitriol and the vitriolicness of the vitriol, I used to think that feminists were the only group that had like angry people, like angry, like we're gonna take you down if you're against us, even if you're not with us, we're taking you down. Like, I used to think feminism was the only group that was like that, but it's not. Guys are like that too. I didn't realize guys were like that. I was always on the guy's side, so I was totally blind by choice to everything and the vitriol of guys. I just was against females, like, because I thought feminism, which is another point, is that feminists, I learned that men do the same thing females do. Feminists, the females who are trying to empower themselves, quote unquote, empower themselves in relation to men, they're trying to empower themselves in relation to men, just like men are trying to empower themselves in relation to women, which I know a lot of people deny, but that's a debate in itself. But the women who are saying they're empowered, it's nothing about you, we're trying to empower ourselves, and it has nothing to do with you. Well, no, when you're empowering yourself in relation to something, you're diminishing that something's power. I mean, I always recognized this. I thought everyone recognized this. I thought feminists recognized this, and they didn't care. I thought they knew they were diminishing men's power. But after seeing like comments, because a lot of guys don't realize that, yeah, you empowering yourself in the dating world, raising your value in the dating world, makes your partner have less value. She can't hold on to you. So you're lowering her value, or any female's value, when you raise your own value. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think men need more power in the dating world. I think they need more power in the dating world. I think women have way too much power in the dating world. There's nothing, I don't see anything wrong with that. But then I also have to accept that I don't see anything wrong with women empowering themselves in the work world. I mean, men are genetically better at work, I think, because they have OCD and they have perfection. They're more perfectionists. They'll focus on one thing all the time, and so they're better in the work world. Whereas females are they genetically give birth, and so they have more value biologically. They're all viable. All females are viable because they give birth. So in the dating world, men will fuck anyone, and females will not, because once they get pregnant, they're out of commission for a year. So women are choosy, and men don't have to be. Genetically, they aren't. So women are more powerful in the dating world. But I thought everyone knew that about the whole thing about empowering yourself in relation to something. But no. So I thought it was. But I guess so what I'm saying is the feminists they're not being malicious. I don't think the feminists or the MGTOW, they're not really being malicious. They just don't. They don't want to accept that. Either group doesn't want to accept that. Next thing is that people take my jokes way too fucking seriously. I had a guy, I talked about going to war with women as a joke. I fucking thought it was so obvious that it was a joke. And the guy's like, we don't want any violence against women. I'm like, dude, yeah, I want to kill off women so that I got to have sex with my hand and this fucking neighbor, this guy I got next door. And I want to obliterate the whole human race. Without women, we don't have a human race. Yeah, I want to get rid of the whole human race. People thought I was fucking serious about going to war with women. It's crazy. I had one guy. The craziness is insane. For one guy posts like 90 posts. It's like 90 posts. I'm like, dude, how do you expect me to read all this? And all the grammars, I can't even barely read any of it. A lot of the posts. And one guy has a wolf picture. He's a wolf picture, and then he tells me I have an incel face, and it's a picture of a wolf head. His picture is just a wolf. What is he telling me? I need to look like a wolf? I need to become a wolf? I don't understand. I don't get. And the last thing is that life takes you down whatever road life takes you down. I started this channel as a diary, kind of like a video diary for myself, with the potential that I know people could watch it. So that's how I started. And what I got out of this channel actually is learning. I'm learning about the world. I'm learning a lot about the world. So it's weird how it benefited me, but in a different way than I thought it would benefit me. I thought it would benefit me in being able to talk better on camera, which it does also. But it's making me learn. And this is a giant lesson because I was so anti-feminist. I was so anti-feminism. So this was a giant wake up for me. Posting that video. I definitely needed that to take it easy on females.